Hiroboshi, stream from the starts, guys. This is your number one superstar virtual YouTuber, Amachi Naruse. Welcome back to the second stream of today. If you guys didn't see it, I streamed earlier a few hours ago. Streamed Minecraft, and the Wormbird friends and I decorated our Minecraft server. So if you haven't checked that out, go to my channel and check it out. We had a lot of fun and a few deaths, I suppose, but in the end of the day, we got everything done. Our server's now decked out in Halloween decorations. Hey yo, Nixie and Pod, welcome. Now my internet, I noticed that it's dropping some more frames again, which wasn't happening earlier today, but I don't know what's happening. But if you see some drops, thankfully it's just a Duolingo stream. It's nothing intensive like Apex's, so you're not gonna miss too much if it buffers, but just a little bit of warning that I do notice some buffering issues. Internet said no, I guess. Yeah, my internet said no again. I'm 100% certain it's due to the weather right now, and it's my other VTuber friends who are on the same ISP are having issues with them too, so I think it's an ISP issue. There's nothing I can do. But the show must go on, so I'm gonna keep going anyway. For anyone who's just joining me now, let's go over some of the announcements, I guess. So first of all, I have a Discord server. Please check it out. You guys can use this !Discord in my chat at any time. The commands are all free for you to use. They have like a 5-minute cooldown, that's about it, but not a big deal. They shouldn't scroll away before that. But otherwise, the links are also in my description below. So I have a Discord now. If you're not there, then you probably want to be there, because that's where I am. Otherwise, please like, subscribe, YouTube, and follow me on Twitter. And we have a contest running right now. My mates at Worm and I are running a contest. Thank you, Megas, for organizing it. But you can use the command contest in my chat to get the contest link. The link is also in my description below where you can find more details, but TLDR, more people who join the contest, the more prizes are going to be offered. You have until October 25th to join. If we get enough people, then the grand prize winner will get to work with our DM to create something in the story. What? I have no clue. My DM literally won't tell me, so it's a secret for me as well, but sounds like it'll be exciting stuff, so. Gilded Blood contest. You also have a chance to win hundreds of dollars of goodies. So I'm just gonna leave there up there on the screen, just to remind you guys. And if you guys don't know what D&D is, Dungeons and Dragons, you can visit our Gilded Blood YouTube channel to find out more. I know my friend Hane, who has said she would probably be lurking later, is now catching up with all of our streams, so thank you. Some people are actually going to watch it. If you want to catch up with us, feel free to watch it. Otherwise, tomorrow we're going to be streaming D&D on Scarlett's channel. The next episode, I believe we're probably on episode 12 now. Her YouTube channel is only up to episode 8, but she's slowly uploading all of our episodes up there from Twitch. So if you guys want to catch us tomorrow at 4 p.m. PDT, sorry, Pacific Daylight Savings Time, go to Scarlett's channel and and follow her on Twitter, where she'll be linking and updating you. Otherwise, I'm updating on my Discord server and I'm retweeting her D&D tweets, so if you want to stay in the loop of when we're starting the stream, please follow me on all those social media thingies. Yeah. I think that's good enough for now. My stream schedule is alright. I'll go over my stream schedule at the end of today. Yeah, Duolingo. It's been 2 weeks. Last week we did Wanikani. Every week we switch between Duolingo and Wanikani to teach ourselves Japanese. One of the reasons why I'm doing this is because my Japanese VTuber friend and I, Monet, we did a collab stream before where we played Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. If you guys haven't watched that stream, it's really fun. Fortunately, we didn't beat any of them, so in that game, you have to take one person holds the bomb, but that person doesn't know how to disarm the bomb, and the other person cannot see the bomb, but they do have the manual to disarm the bomb. So the two of you have to communicate via voice chat to disarm the bomb, and you can see where the problem is. You guys have to have really good communication skills to figure out how to disarm the bomb within the time limit so that you don't explode and die. However, we threw another twist in. The person disarming the bomb has to speak in the other person's native language. So when I'm disarming the bomb, I have to speak in Japanese. When Monet is disarming the bomb, she has to speak in English. And prior to that, I thought my Japanese was pretty good. But that was a very humbling experience. I realized that, my prior knowledge in Chinese is not helping me, and my Japanese in general is pretty poor. One of my goals is to achieve native level speaking in Japanese and reading. So yeah, that's kind of why I started this series. It's kind of like promise to myself and also promise to you guys that I'll get better in Japanese. And that's kind of why I do this. And once a week is kind of like my commitment at the moment. Ideally, you'd be studying this like maybe once a day for like 20 minutes a day or something, but I just do a few hours a week all in one day, which kind of works for my schedule. A lot of these things comes down to scheduling, I guess. So yeah. Let's get into it. A long time ago, a long time ago, I did a Duolingo quiz, and I think it shot me up to like around here, I think. That was my knowledge at the time, and then I kept working on it. I think I worked all the way up to I'm at here currently. I don't remember where my stream started, probably like around here. That would have been where I started struggling a lot in Duolingo, but many years have passed since then. I've continued to work on my Japanese, and I've gone down here. So I use Duolingo as more like a progress tracking tool, and also Duolingo has phrases and it speaks to you and stuff like that. So I try to practice my speaking and my reading comprehension here. It's by itself not like an excellent tool of teaching Japanese. It's a good supplement, a good progress tracker, I think, rather than like a teacher. For teaching, there are like other tools out there, like Wanikani, I think is a little bit better at teaching you kanji. Otherwise, I think the best way to learn Japanese is to actually go learn with a Japanese teacher, which is how I started, right? I mean, I started learning Japanese by myself, but I didn't know too much studying on my own or where to begin, stuff like that. So it wasn't until like when I was like grade 10, when I had my Japanese teacher in high school teach me how to read and write in Japanese, some basic sentences, some basic grammar and stuff like that, sentence structure, and then it really took off. Couple years after that, I started being able to watch anime without subtitles, and it's kind of been like that ever since. Since then, I've stopped watching anime and I started watching Japanese VTubers instead. Because anime is like a lot of recycled phrases. They don't speak in like a very natural speed. They slow it down in anime. They speak slower. They enunciate a bit more so that because it's a TV show, they enunciate a little better. And they skip a lot of like modern slang. They're more like, also the slang that they use in anime is like not a good portrayal of like what slang is actually used in the real world. If you watch the anime man Joey, when he speaks Japanese with his fully Japanese friends, that's like next level Japanese that I can't understand yet. Or it's very hard for me to keep up with their conversations because they use so much slang and they abbreviate so many of their words and stuff like that. That's hopefully one day I can speak to Joey in Japanese. That's a good goal. That's a good goal. So yeah, I'm kind of working on my way up to that level. One day. Hopefully by listening to a lot of VTubers, it's going to be a nice stepping stone to getting there. VTubers do enunciate a little bit. I think they slow things down a little bit for their audience. But I think it's a good kind of level where I'm at right now to practice. All right, before Pot called me out for spending 3 hours on one lesson, I'm gonna start a lesson. Because sometimes it takes me half an hour before I even click on a lesson because I just go on a monologue. I tend to do that. But okay, Shima, this is the kanji for island. I have no clue why this is the word for island. It is literally a bird sitting on top of a mountain. So perhaps the Japanese people or the Chinese people saw an island with tons of birds on it and they're like, yeah, that's an island. Instead of putting a mountain surrounded or like land surrounded by water, they're gonna put a bird on a mountain and call it an island. I forgot to say it, you just remind. That's fine. You guys, that's fine. Shima. Which one of these is forest? Mori. This one is inaka, which means hometown, or no, countryside, inaka. I don't know why it's field and then I have no clue what this word is. And this is shima, which is island, which is a picture of a palm tree on a sand dune on top of water. Very realistic island here. Has no birds on it. Would have made more sense if you drew a mountain with a bird on. Correct characters for Shima, which is this one I know. This one is... Ooh. I know I learned this one a few lessons ago. Hiroshima. I don't remember how to write Hiroshima anymore, unfortunately, even after all that practice. What was this used for? I'm pretty sure it was a place name the other day. This one's tori, which is bird. That's a bird with 4 dots for the legs, because obviously birds have 4 legs. Yeah. This was uma, which is horse. 4 dots signifying the 4 legs again. Shima. Hey Len, 我只是过来打商。我会在11点22回来。Okay. Yulin has something to do. They'll be back at 11:55. Okay. I think it's class. I think Yulin has class at this time. Which one of these is the island? Shima. 祖父は足を折りました。Oh, why? Sofu is grandfather. Sofu, specifically my grandfather, because the subject of the sentence is to his grandfather. It's usually you're talking about your own grandfather. What? Ashi is leg. Ashi is feet or leg. Yeah, ashi is. Funny thing in Asian culture, we don't differentiate the words for leg or foot. Like in Cantonese, girl is girl, right? It's just the entire leg, or it could be the foot. We don't really make a difference between it. As for where on the leg you're talking about, you can say like sattao, which is knee, or like tui, which is thigh, and like other parts of the foot. specifically, but when you say like my leg hurts or like my foot hurts, you just like say girl. And then like people just go like, yeah, it's around the leg area. We don't really specify, which is interesting. Geography. Oh, okay. Ashi is leg. Where in the leg, we have no clue, but just leg. My grandfather, leg. And then orimashita. I think this is the word for to break. Yeah. Oriru is to break. And then mashita is the past tense of break, so it's broke. So my grandfather broke his leg, is what the sentence means, which is terrible. I wouldn't wish for my grandfather to break his leg because he's really old. And old people have a hard time recovering, so that's a shame. Match the pairs. Okay, we can do that. Shima. Inaka. Mori is forest here. Ori is this one. Eda. What's Eda? Eda? Okay, I'm gonna have to call on my friend gshow.org here. Wherever I put that. There it is. It's gshow.org. And let's look up Eda. So gshow.org is a really good website. You can literally type anything in here. You can type kanji, you can type hiragana, you can type katakana, you can type English, romaji, or you can type English, straight up words in English, and Jisho will just figure it out. It'll figure out what you're trying to type, and in what language, and in what format, and in what writing style, and I'll try to get you what you need. So Eda, even though I had no idea what I was looking for, it seems to have gotten what I need. So it's a branch. Eda is branch. Eda. I had no clue. So why is this branch? What's the kanji detail for this? Counter for long, thin things. Ooh, I didn't know that. Shio. For foliage and stuff. Seishi. Training branches in horticulture. Oh, interesting. Reishi. Oh, lychee. Oh, okay. Reishi. Huh. Eda. Iyo. Oh, this is the same thing as this. Waka eda. Young branch. Shita eda. Lower branches. Interesting. Let's watch how it's written. I kind of already knew that. This is a pretty simple word. Easy to guess how it's written. In general, it's usually like left to right and then top to down. So like you split the word into like its sections and stuff. So you got wood on this side, you've got a cross, and then you've got again on the bottom. So you split it into three and you go from left to right, and then on the left side you go top to down and then top to down on the right side too. Usually how you write Chinese characters. I learned a while ago, some characters, the brush order in Chinese is different than brush order in Japanese. So sometimes Japanese people watch me write kanji, and they're like, you wrote that in the wrong brush order, but I'm like, but that's literally how I learned it in Chinese. So I don't understand why the two different countries have different brush orders, but I mean, in the end of the day, the character looks the same. That's weird. Eda is branch. Eda wa futoi desu ne. Eda we just learned is branch. Branch, and I'm gonna do the branch is. Wa is. Futoi. Futoi means fat. Or girthy, I guess? Fat, thick, in terms of this branch. Toi. You can call like someone futoi and like you'd be calling them like fat and plump. I mean, thick. ですね. ですね is isn't it. Let me see what they want for futoi. Futoi. Thick. Yeah. この木の枝を折ってはいけません。折ってはいけません。この木の枝を折っていけません。折ってはいけません。この木の枝を折ってはいけません。この木の枝を折ってはいけません。この木の枝を折ってはいけません。この木の枝を折ってはいけません。この木の枝。この木の枝。So my pronunciation of eda is wrong because I kept saying eda, which is incorrect. Eda would mean something different, I think. If I go back here, so this is eda. This is Jisho picture that's giving me these red lines here. So literally tells you to pronounce e with a lower voice and then da with a higher voice. So eda. If you said eda, I'm pretty sure you would end up getting something else. I'm not sure what else. Maybe there isn't, but for a Japanese person, if you heard eda, you would probably feel kind of odd, like someone speaking with an accent. So that would be a dead giveaway that I'm not speaking native Japanese. So I want to avoid that. I want to practice speaking in a proper accent. この木の枝を折ってはいけません。この木の枝を折ってはいけません。この木の枝を折ってはいけません。Okay, I think that's pretty close. Pretty good. At least better than earlier. この木 is tree. この木 this tree. の枝 the branches of this tree. The branches of this tree. 折ってis to break. はいけません。いけません is the phrase for you're not allowed to do this. Or it'd be a bad idea to do it. Or you're not allowed. So you are not allowed to break the branches of this tree, I think is what this sentence translates to. You can't, you must not, you may not. Okay, I'm gonna change this to you may not instead of you are not allowed to. You may not break the branches of this tree. I think this should be good. You must not break this tree's branches. Okay. Wow, literally after the person says, you may not break the tree's branches, this person says, I broke the tree's branches. I broke the branches. Eda otta. Eda is branch, otta is broke. It's a casual form, I think. Otta, orimashita is the full form, full polite form. Otta is the informal form. Past tense informal. Eda otta. Now you notice that like he didn't say I broke the branch. He said branch broke. Branches broke. But we can assume that this person did break it. Like usually in Japanese, if the subject is left out, like I, you, me, you, him, her, whatever left out, usually you default to I. This person saying in first person I. So I broke the branch. There we are. This person seems awfully happy to have broken a branch. Hey Peng Shan, long time. Welcome. How's it going? Taiyo is sun. Eda is branch. Ori is to break. Mori is tree. Forest, sorry. You notice that the kanji for forest has 3 trees stacked on top of each other? That's how you know it's a forest. It's a lot of trees. Shima, which is island. 10 in a row. Wow, I'm rocking it. この森は危ないよ。この森は危ないよ。この森は危ないよ。この森は危ないよ。この森危ない。危ない。危ない。How did he pronounce it? 危ないよ。危ないよ。Let me look at the pronunciation for 危ない。危ない。危ない。危ない。危ないよ。危ない。危ない。この森 I'm sure 森 is low high, which is standard. 森 yeah. 森 is this one. 森 is this one. Here's another example where you can mispronounce something and it can mean two totally different words. Just like in Mandarin and Chinese and Cantonese and stuff. Fengshan's going to class. Either in class or resting recently. I don't have time to see your stream. Oh, no worries. Rest is very important. I definitely understand that. You don't want to suffer from burnout. Otherwise, you're going to suffer in all areas of your life. So personal health care is very important. You need some downtime, then take some downtime. Otherwise, everything in your life is going to suffer. Work, school, family time, everything's going to suffer. Have a nice lunch, thank you, ooh woo. Who is this? Who are you and why'd you delete your message? I didn't even catch what your message was. But okay, thank you. I didn't eat dinner, but I had a very, very large lunch. So I'm still feeling very full. I might just have chips later as a snack, but who knows? But thank you. Thank you for joining me. この森は危ないよ。危ないよ。この森は危ないよ。この森 is this forest. What? 危ないよ。危ない is dangerous, and yo is just a marker for exclamation mark in Japanese. This forest is dangerous! Exclamation mark. You know. You know. Sure. Mori is this one. This one's... What was this one? Sagashi? Oh, fuka. Fukai. 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 This one. Profound. Deep. Huh. Maybe I'll learn that one day. Cielo sub. Oh, sorry, changed my username. Oh, I see. Because I recognize your icon. What were you before? I don't remember. Mori hon ki. Mori ni wa takusan no doubutsu ga iru. Doubutsu. Is it doubutsu or dobutsu? No, it sounds dobutsu. Dobutsu. Dobutsuen. It's dobutsu. 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 森にはたくさんの動物がいる。森にはたくさんの動物がいる。森にはたくさんの動物がいる。森にはたくさんの動物がいる。Okay. 森 is forest. 森に is in the forest. What? たくさんの動物がいる。動物がいる is lots of is animals. 動物 is animals. がいる is just exists. たくさん means a lot. So there are a lot of animals existing inside the forest, but that would be weird in English. So there are a lot of animals in the forest. Yeah, I remember. I vaguely remember like people coming and going and stuff. At least I try to. I try hard to like remember each and every face that comes through. 日本には6800島があります。Ah, I remember this. What's his name? I think Chris. Who was it? Someone within, I think, either abroad in Japan or someone else said there are a lot of VTubers who say they love Japan. So like they go around asking other VTubers. Oh, I think it was Joey, the anime man. He said a lot of VTubers are coming out these days saying they love Japan. And then this is one of Joey's questions, like how many islands exist in Japan? And then they're given a multiple choice answer, and Japan has like a ton of islands. Do I like the zoo? I do like the zoo. I don't mind the zoo. I like the pigs, the cows, the horses, the whatever that's there. I like going to the zoo. I like aquariums too. I didn't make that rhyme on purpose. Hoo hoo. 日本には6800島があります。So yeah, the answer is 6,800 islands in Japan. 日本には6800島があります。島があります。6800島があります。6800島があります。日本には6800島があります。日本には6800島があります。日本には6800島があります。日本には6800島があります。日本には6800島があります。日本には6800島があります。Okay. Japan has 6,800 islands. 森には大きな湖があります。森には大きな湖があります。森には大きな湖があります。森には大きな湖があります。森には大きな湖があります。It's 湖, right? I think. 湖. Yeah, 湖。森には大きな湖があります。森には大きな湖があります。So 森 is forest. 大きな湖 is lake. 大き is big, large. あります just means exists. So there is a large lake inside the forest. 湖に、森に is within the forest or at the forest. In the forest, yeah. There's a big lake in the forest. What? Yo, this is a correct answer. Inside the forest. It's literally the same thing. So. 彼には一人で島に住んでいます。彼は一人で島に住んでいます。住んでいます。島に住んでいます。島に住んでいます。島に住んでいます。住んでいます is to live at. 島に住んでいます is live on an island. 一人で島に住んでいます。一人で島に住んでいます。一人で島に住んでいます。一人で島に住んでいます。一人で島に住んでいます。一人で島に住んでいます。一人で島に住んでいます。一人で島に住んでいます。一人で means by yourself, by himself. 彼 is him, so 彼は一人で by himself. Shibani is on an island. Sundeimasu is to live. 彼は一人で島に住んでいます。彼は一人で島に住んでいます。彼は一人で島に住んでいます。彼は一人で島に住んでいます。彼は一人で島に住んでいます。彼は一人で島に住んでいます。彼は一人で島に住んでいます。彼は一人で島に住んでいます。彼は一人で島に住んでいます。彼は一人で島に住んでいます。彼は一人で島に住んでいます。Okay, that's pretty good. 彼は一人で島に住んでいます。Alright. He lives on an island by himself. He lives alone on an island. Yeah, same difference. イギリスは島の国です。イギリス is it イギリスイギリス is England. イギリス or UK, Great Britain. イギリス Okay, it's not イギリス it's イギリスイギリスは島の国です。島の国です。島の国 means country. Des just means end of sentence, period. It's a statement, it's just a regular statement. 島の国 is an island country. A country that exists on an island. イギリス so England or the UK is an island country, is what it says, but the UK is not a country, is it? No. Countries are like England, Scotland, Ireland, Wales, but United Kingdom itself is not a country. So this statement is kind of incorrect. Is UK a country? The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland is an island country. Oh, it is. It's considered a country? Then what is England? And what is Wales? Hold on. Maps.google.com. I thought UK was not a country. UK is a country? How about Scotland then? And Wales? And what is Scotland? Is Scotland a country? Scotland is a country that is part of the United Kingdom. Scotland is also a country. But United Kingdom is also a country, right? Oh my god. United Kingdom is an island country. Is there a difference between island countries and just countries? The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland is commonly known as the UK or Britain, a sovereign country in northwestern Europe. And then which countries? Huh? But Scotland is also a country, but it's part of the United Kingdom. So it's a country within country? Wait. How about England then? Is a country, part of the United Kingdom. Shares land and borders with Wales. Wales is a country. Is a country that is part of the United Kingdom. But if you click the United Kingdom, it is also a country. But it's a sovereign country. So what is a sovereign country? A sovereign state is a political entity represented by one centralized government. It has sovereignty over a geographic area. International law defines sovereign states as having permanent population, defined territory, one government, and the capacity to... So there's one government that controls 4 different countries? Wait, let's go back to United Kingdom. How many countries are part of the United Kingdom? The United Kingdom includes Great Britain, the northeastern part of Ireland, and many smaller islands within the British Isles. Northern Ireland shares a land border with the Republic of Ireland. Otherwise, the United Kingdom is surrounded by Atlantic Ocean's north. So let's go back to maps. United Kingdom. What's this part? And then England is this part. So this is a country, and this is also a country. This is also a country. But it's more like a political country than like an actual country. And then there's like... I'm so confused. Yeah. Hello, welcome back, goes Pookie Chu. Hello, welcome. My name is Amachi Naruse, and I'm on Google Maps getting really confused whether United Kingdom is a country or England is a country or Wales or Scotland and Ireland, and apparently Ireland, England, Wales, Scotland, they're all countries, but United Kingdom is also a country, so that comprises of 4 different countries. I'm just very confused. We need someone from the United Kingdom to explain this. My English is bad, sorry. No worries. I understand like a lot of my audience doesn't have English as their first language. English? Here's actually a confession. English is not my first language either. I was born speaking Chinese. So even though I'm born into an English-speaking country, I'll tell you, I am born somewhere around here. Why is there a star there? Hold on. You didn't see that. Why is there a star there? That's so dumb. Even though I'm born into an English-speaking country, my first language is actually Chinese because I spent the first 3 years of my life speaking only Chinese. And that's because my parents didn't put me into any English school or anything. I didn't start learning English until I went to preschool around 3 years old. So when I was 1 and 2 years old, I only learned to speak Cantonese. And then at 3 years old, I got dropped off. I mean, I still had like English entertainment, like I watched TV and stuff like that. And my cousins at the time, who are older than me by like 10 years or so, they would speak to me in English. So it's not like I didn't have exposure to English, but I didn't learn it until 3 years old. And then what? I started learning Japanese around 10 years old. Yeah. Oh yeah, Mandarin. I started learning Mandarin around 5 years old. I got put in Mandarin school. So Chinese is my first language, but I do have a lot of proficient languages, I guess. Mandarin is like iffy. I didn't put much effort into studying Mandarin. And then Japanese I started learning after 10 years old, so my Japanese is is not like for children. It's easier for children to learn languages because of the way that their brain is wired. Once you get into like adulthood, it's a lot harder to learn things because your brain is kind of like less. They call it plasticity, brain plus plasticity, which means not that your brain is turning into plastic, but because your brain is more moldable as you're a child. So plasticity as in like Play-Doh kind of plastics. So very moldable. So children have high brain plasticity, blah, blah, blah. Plasticity. And adults have less plasticity. If you imagine stretching and like playing with Play-Doh, it doesn't mold into different forms easily. So that's why children learn languages and other bits of knowledge in general more easily than adults do. I can't speak full sentences without being confused. Nixie, I know. You're like a machine gun when talking. So yeah, for like everybody else, if you guys aren't already on my Discord, feel free to join my Discord because I do like random. I'll jump in a voice chat on Discord randomly, and we can just chill there, just relax in there. I know like Miru and Nixie hang out on there a lot. I think Akito has joined us in VC recently. Sometimes I just like randomly stream Genshin and like Minecraft on there, like off hours and stuff. So I'm on Discord pretty much 24/7 unless I'm working and sleeping. So that's where you can connect with me outside of streaming. Child's brain is like a sponge, yes, pretty much. Then you sleep at 5 a.m. and do sleep at. I'm gonna try to sleep at like 12 or 1 a.m. today because I need to wake up early for tomorrow when we do our D&D collab. Otherwise, I'm gonna be dead if I sleep at 5 a.m. and try to wake at 8 a.m. for work, just so I can make it to the 4 p.m. stream. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna so die. So I'm gonna try. The only reason I've been sleeping at 5 a.m. this entire week is because I was on vacation from work. So I didn't really have a incentive to fix it. So I'll try to sleep early today. No guarantees. Earlier than 5 at the very least, I think. If not, you can like bonk me in chat, like whatever, to go to sleep. Anyways, イギリスは島の国です。イギリスは島の国です。So イギリス is the UK is an island country. All right. I'm gonna join your Discord now. Oh, thanks. And I have Discord on my left side right now, so I can see everything that's going on. CLOL. Here you are. Just to prove that I'm on Discord right now. But I'm gonna look away because Discord is fairly distracting for me. So just, in fact, Nixie is in general voice chat right now. What the heck? That is so random. Okay, look away. The chaos in VC the other day. Oh yeah, I randomly played piano on VC the other day. We went from like Genshin. No, we went from Minecraft. Did we go from Minecraft to Genshin to like me playing piano or something? I don't remember. I don't remember what kind of happened that day, to be honest. 森には大きな湖があります. Oh, this one. There is a big lake in the forest. I got this wrong because in did not equal inside. So UK is a country or not? I have no clue. I'm not the right person to ask. Yes, I don't care about these gifts. No thanks. No, the time we were making Me6 play lullabies. I don't recall. Anyways, a lot of fun things happened in the Discord, needless to say. Oh yeah, Nixie sometimes is in VC for like 24 hours because she forgets to disconnect her phone from Discord. Next time I see that, I'll probably just like kick you off the voice chat. Tenaru invasion. I'll probably just like kick you off voice chat next time I notice that you're like stuck in Discord, but it's like late at night. I'll pop in and say hi, and then if you're dead, then like I'll just kick you. Not 24 hours, but you're there for like 12 hours, I guess. What is this? Something Iro. Keshki? Huh. I know Keshki is a view. Oh, Keshki. Keshoku. Keshki. Scenery. But this is Kesh. It's a female name. Oh, I didn't know that was a name. Misplaced furigana. Oh, okay. It looks fine to me, but what? I think they just kind of like park all the furigana to the left. Keshki. Scenery. Yeah, I'm gonna look more into this. Keshki. Is there any other notes? No, not really. Keikan. Hake. Sapoke. Sapuke. Ke. Scenery. Interesting. I'm pretty sure that's not what this means in Chinese. Yeah, it's ying. Jing. I don't know what this. Ying. Din ying, I think is. Let me pull up the Google Translate. I forgot the Chinese website that we use. Movie. Oh no, it's different. It's just the left side. What is this then? C. Gang? Oh, this is gang. So if I type feng gang, let me switch to my Chinese keyboard. Feng. Huh? Oops, I made a typo. Feng. Oh, yes. Oh, it's this one. Usually not AFK and paying attention to other stuff. Gonna download a bunch of games. Haha, something. Yeah, Chinese. Jing. Feng Jing. Okay. Jing. Gang. S 颜色的是不是这个是吗？是 Oh, it's this one. Sorry. 是景色 Do you ever use this word? Is it common? I'm Spanish speaker. I'm not the right person. Yes. Welcome, Spanish speaker. So yeah, I speak Chinese, English, Japanese, and like sometimes I really like making the connection between Chinese and Japanese. I feel like knowing Chinese really helps boosts my Japanese understanding and like how well the knowledge retains. The other problem is that sometimes the Japanese people use words in Chinese that aren't the same but not for the same meaning. So like bun. No, let's not use bun. What's a good word to showcase? Kwai. Oops. Kwai. This one is quick in Chinese, but if you switch to Japanese, it means pleasant. So like that throws me off sometimes, right? That threw me off once in the when I was doing the Japanese stream with Monet, doing the Keep Talking Nobody Explodes. My game was in Japanese, and I kept telling her, yo, it's the kanji for quick, right? Hayai no kanji, right? And then she was like, hayai, hayai, hayai. And then like we ended up failing that module. But if I said the word for pleasant, which is kokoro yoi, this is kokoro yoi, or like yo, I think it's kokoro yoi. It's no, yorokobi. Yeah, yorokobi. If I switch to my Japanese keyboard here, yorokobi. No, kokoro yoi. Oh, it is kokoro yoi. I was right the first time. But in Chinese, it would be quite le. This would be pleasant. So it's kind of, they took the first letter of this and put it in here. But if you delete this in Chinese, hold on. If you delete this in Chinese, it would be fast instead of pleasant. You see? So like this word throws me off. Not anymore, but it that time threw me off so bad. Anyway, it's Jing, Feng Jing, Jing Si. What is this? Keshki. Nure means to get wet. Like get wet by rain. Nure. And there's sandensui, which is the 3 dots of water. And then you have rain here, ame. And I don't know what this one is. What is this? Oh, I closed my Google Translate. Oh. What is this? What is this word? I have no clue actually. And her. Oh, I guess it doesn't mean anything by itself. I don't know what that is. Nure means to get wet, to get soaked and stuff like that. Nure is this one. This is kusa, which is lol in Japanese. If you ever want to say lol in Japanese, just type this everywhere. This is umi, which is ocean. Keshiki, scenery. Nure, get soaked. Stone, ishi. This one is ha, which is leaf. Kusa, which is lol. It also means grass. It means grass. It literally is the word for grass, but Japanese has taken this word to become lol in Japanese. Ishi. Kusa. Match the pairs. Kusa. Shima. Ori. Nure. Kachiki. Leaf. Ha. Grass. Yep. Kusa wa nurete imasu. Kusa wa nurete imasu. I'm assuming that this is after rain, because this person is saying the grass is wet. Kusa is grass, nure is wet. Nurete imasu is currently wet. Like when you add your verb plus te imasu, you mean it's like an ing version in Japanese, I guess. In English, you put ing after a verb, right? To signify that something's currently happening. I guess this is the te imasu in when you put it after a verb. Nurete imasu. The grass, oops, I'm still typing in Chinese. Let's turn that off. The grass is wet, and this is ongoing wetness. Hold on, I have a hangnail that's bothering me. I'm just gonna get rid of it one sec. Just get rid of a hangnail, because I keep picking at it. How did you get a hangnail here? This is odd. Whatever. Done and done. 景色は綺麗だ。景色は綺麗だ。綺麗 means pretty or beautiful. 綺麗, pretty, beautiful, pure. 景色 is scenery. The scenery is beautiful. I don't know why I chose to type the harder word. 太陽. 太陽 is sun. 景色. 景色 scenery. 草 is grass. 濡れ is wet. 光 is light. Understand one word, really big step. Nice. 漂亮,漂亮,漂亮,漂亮,亮,亮,亮,亮,漂亮。漂亮 is beautiful. Oh, okay. あそこの草はとっても緑色です。緑色 is green. あそこの is that grass, that over there. あそこの and then 草 is grass. とても is very. とても is very. Very. Green です。That grass over there is とても green です。That grass is very green です。あそこの草はとても緑色です。あそこの草はとても緑色です。あそこの草はとても緑色です。Wuan, hey 21, welcome, welcome. あそこの草はとても緑色です。あの景色を見て。Okay, this is the so 見て means to look, right? But this is a very interesting form of to look. When you end a verb with just te, and then you don't put like mas or like imas or ru or like whatever, right? You change it to this te and just leave it there. It's an order. So you're ordering someone to do something, or like insisting with like you're insisting they do this. Hey Dragon, 你吃什么包？你吃饭吗？ This is fun, right? No, it's not fun, but it's like, what is it? Oh, 饱. Oh. Because fun is this. Fun. Oh, let me switch to my traditional Chinese keyboard instead. Fun. 诶，这个不是啊，不是这fun. How do you fun? Eh? This one. Nice sentence. 饱，你吃饱吗？我下午吃了点心，吃得很饱。所以我没吃晚饭。I had a very, very big lunch today. I ate dim sum. If you guys look at my Discord channel in the media share, you should be able to see the picture of me uploading my lunch today. But we still have leftovers, and then I'm so full that I didn't actually eat anything for dinner. I'm so full right now. I might have a snack later, but I'm not hungry. And thanks for asking. あの景色を見て OK 景色 is scenery 見て is to insist that you look so あの is that so その is that this that there that over there what does it want that yeah look at that scenery oh what is my keyboard is not working. Oh, I'm still on the Chinese keyboard. That's why half the characters don't work. Hold on. That. Look at that scenery. That's basically what it says. It's not, please look at that scenery. It's just, it's not like, take a look at that scenery. It's just, look at that scenery. And then like, imagine them grabbing your head and just like facing you towards that scenery. That's kind of like, That's kind of like the tone of the sentence, I guess. Niwa ni oku no ishi ga aru. Oh, okay. Niwa ni oku no ishi ga aru. 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 Niwa ni oku na. Niwa is always like a really hard word for me because niwa is always paired with ni because niwa means garden. So like everything you talk about the garden is always inside the garden. So niwa ni oku, and then you have to go from ni to o. Niwa ni oku na, oku no, and then oku no. It's another o sound. Niwa ni o, right? And then it's back to ishi, which is another e. It's like a bit of a tongue twister. I think it's difficult for like us English speakers to like get this. Niwa ni oku no ishi ga aru. Niwa ni oku no ishi ga aru. Sorry you're late. No worries, Akito. Thanks for dropping by. Niwa ni oku no ishi ga aru. Niwa ni oku no ishi ga aru. Actually, I think it's okay now. Niwa ni oku no ishi ga aru. 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 So, oku means a lot or many. So, there are many stones. Ishi is stone in the garden. There we are. Cookie. Why is it spelled cookie when it's pronounced cookie? That's a question. Why is it called oven when you in of the food and of out the hot food? In of the cold food? Of in the cold food and of out the hot food? How's that joke go again? Why is it called an of in when you of in the cold food and of out the hot food? Whatever. I digress. この木の葉この木の葉は綺麗ですね。この木の葉は綺麗ですね。この木の葉は綺麗ですね。有时候看看字就大概可以什么？可以出这个橘子在说什么了？为什么 ？Oh my goodness! You deleted too fast. Wait, what is this? 大概可以猜出这个 I think it's 橘子。You know, my Chinese is so bad I can't even read something as simple as the word sentence. But I knew it was a sentence. I just couldn't pronounce it. 为什么都在说华文？为什么都在说华文？ I don't know. Why am I also studying Mandarin right now, I think? I don't know. I try. この木の葉は綺麗ですね。this tree, the leaves on この木 this tree は綺麗ですね are beautiful, aren't they? Yeah, they are. I guess I didn't care that I missed an apostrophe. I take like a lot of shortcuts when typing. I just don't type apostrophes sometimes. 家は石でできている Wow. This is 家is house, 石 is stone. できている means to be made of or become. ishite is of stone. So the house is made of stone is what this is saying. 家は石でできている。石でできている。石でできている。石は石でできている。日语很难。That's not right. 很难。That I'm pretty sure that's not. It wouldn't make sense otherwise. It wouldn't make sense otherwise. Yeah, okay. I just had to check, double check to make sure I'm not reading it incorrectly. Cement go burr or just get bricks. Or just use ice cubes. Build your igloos. Build your houses, or you could dig into a mountain and just have a cave. Very hard. It's okay. I think if you know Chinese, you have an advantage learning Japanese because a lot of the words sound similar. I think you might get hitched on the grammatical. So like Japanese goes subject, predicate, verb, whereas Chinese goes predicate, no, subject, verb, predicate. So like you have your subject like I, and then you have your verb like am, and then you have your rest of the sentence that describes what the I is doing. Like, but in Japanese is I, and then you describe the object that you're acting on, and then you say the verb, what you did to it. So I could say I am playing, like, or like I am, I don't know, how do you say this? I am a man, right? 我是男人, right? I am a man, right? And then in Japanese, 私は男, I guess that doesn't make sense either. That was a bad example. Anyways, you might get hitched on the Japanese grammar, I think. But otherwise, like a lot of the words are the same. If I know Spanish, what can I do? I don't know. You can, if I remember, Spanish and Portuguese are very similar, I think. So you can learn Portuguese really easily. I think French as well. Any of like the romantic languages, I think you should be it should be pretty easy to learn. 如果你知道繁体字how do you pronounce it in Mandarin? How do you pronounce this in Mandarin? 繁体字如果你知道繁体字看字就很什么很 something 写哦容易写 okay. If you know how to write traditional Chinese, then kanji is very easy to write as well, is what that sentence says. Easy to write. 容易 I should learn this. I should know better. I should know more. I should know more Chinese. I bring shame. I bring dishonor to my family. by not knowing enough Chinese. Oh, you know, recently I read that who was it? Someone sent in my Discord 2-set violin, trying a Chinese test or something, and then they're like they did okay, and then like Brett totally, was it Brett or was like who's the other guy? I don't remember who was who, but like one of them died, and the other one was like okay. I like writing traditional, painfully long, but easier to stay in my brain than simplified. For me, it's easier for me to write in simplified, I think. Either way is fine, I think. A lot of restaurant menus use traditional because people who read simplified can also read traditional. They just like scientifically calculate the way that like if you can read simplified, then like when you look at traditional, you just know. Because it's similar enough. Some other words like ge is like completely different. It's like it doesn't make sense at all. But 个 is like the word is almost as common as the word is in English, so they just made it like the simplest thing ever. It is hard to write. Traditional Chinese is so hard to write. I don't think, which is why I learned to write. I mean, my family writes in Simplified Chinese, and that's kind of why I learned it. But at the beginning, I think I did learn traditional Chinese for like a few years because I think those were the only lessons offered. 繁体字 I know this one. 和繁体字我都看得到 I think this no that's not 到看得 What is this? 看得懂懂 Oh, it's the same thing in simplified. And why is it so hard in simplified? I know I should know this word. I did say this word before. 看得懂，但是繁体字比较容易写。繁体字的这个是什么？怎么拼？怎么画？毛画比较小啊，毛画笔画 no I'm 壁画 this is 壁画 isn't it 筆畫壁畫筆畫 brushstrokes OK 繁體字和簡體字我都看得懂但是簡體字比較容易寫簡體字的筆畫比較小 So Elin here is saying I can understand how to read both traditional I can understand traditional and simplified Chinese but simplified Chinese is easier to write that's because simplified Chinese has less brushstrokes overall I struggle with simplified cannot live off that 懂我的妈叫Elin太多了 What is this? Wait, that's not 叫 This is what is this word again? What is this word again? Yeah, this is yeah, Yeah is what is T? Oh, it's different. Okay, never mind. Oh, this is the traditional one for Xie. Yeah. Here's the simplified for Xie. Oops. Yeah. Let me switch to Chinese keyboard. Yeah. So that's the difference. Let me write that out. So in the traditional form, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to write, right? And then in the simplified one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 versus 4. Don't look at that. That was ugly. 笔画笔画笔画写的太多了你学得很快 Oh, okay. So Akio says, you study very quickly. I write 笔字 every other month. 毛笔字 every month. from Saturday school. Wow, you practice like calligraphy, Chinese calligraphy every month? The last time I did Chinese calligraphy was probably when I was a kid and just for fun, because my grandfather wanted to teach me, but then I didn't really have any interest in learning it. Gonna go out to class by, okay, Pangshan, well, thank you for joining me. Oh yeah, we're still in the middle of this. So yeah, for all the new guys, we go on tangents a lot. That's kind of, I don't really mind. I have fun that way. We learn more altogether, overall, when we do this. Anyway, so I just let the conversation flow naturally. 毛笔很难. Yeah, I can recognize words better now. 毛笔很难. 毛笔很难 is Chinese calligraphy is very difficult. Or just using the brush in Chinese calligraphy. I don't know if you guys know what Chinese calligraphy looks like. Chinese, oops, I'm still typing in Chinese. Chinese calligraphy. Yeah. So let me see if we can get some more of the brushes. So we had like a brush like this at home. My grandfather has several calligraphy sets. He's big on it. His writing is very, very pretty. He's big on calligraphy. People used to pay him to do calligraphy. He used to run it as like a side thing. He doesn't do it anymore, but people used to pay him. He used to do a business doing just writing for people because people like this calligraphy so much. But yeah, these are the pens that they use. And then there's usually like an ink pot. Here, there's an ink pot, and the ink comes like as a brick. I think it's a brick of charcoal, and then you scrape it into water, and then it becomes like a black paste, and then you write on people. And this is literally just thank you very much. I don't know why who would do calligraphy is of like thank you very much. Usually you do like this is he's half done writing, but he's writing good luck. Why would you rate that? There's some very funny characters here. I don't know. I don't understand why you write half the things that Google is showing me right now. Yeah, we focus on writing. We copy writing chapters and phrases and also essays about life. Yeah, I think Chinese calligraphy lessons are mostly about copying poems. You kind of learn poems. It's kind of like literature studies at the same time as practicing penmanship. That's kind of what Chinese calligraphy classes are about. 真的，我很容易写，都很这个什么字？丑哦，很丑，丑。You're right. So even though traditional Chinese is very easy to write, it's also very ugly at the same time. If you look at this one, which word side by side looks objectively more pretty? I think it is this one. I think most people would agree this one looks pretty. This one just looks like what's going on? I don't really understand the meaning, like the history behind it, I suppose. I do understand how they get from the left one to the right one, but you just lose the history and the charm of the character when you go to the simplified one. What's that? 方便. Is that 方便? 好方便. I think that's 方便. Oh, 厉害. Damn it. What is... Oops, I just opened a new window back. What is 方便? Oh, that's 方便. Damn it! 厉害, 厉害, 厉害. 厉害, which means amazing. I don't remember the A book, B book, and the main books I have from kindergarten. No, I'm really jealous of that. Spanish speakers don't have calligraphy like that. It's so beautiful. We are like, hola, ¿cómo estás? Ya. Simplified sometimes doesn't have anything related to traditional, and I don't like it. So let me show you what this is like the most simplified word in Chinese I can think of right now. Can you type in Chinese for me, please? I literally have the Chinese keyboard selected. Let me switch to Japanese and back to Chinese. Good. This is simplified, and then let me switch to traditional. This is the traditional version of that. It's not individual. Ignore that part. Ignore that part. Wow. This is literally just is like this, right? It's literally this, and then the other one is like, and you have a cross and a mouth here, and then you seal it off. So this one kind of loses the history. It's not as charming as this character. 繁体字是真的很好看，但是很难写。I like how 但是很好写。Okay, so Yilin says traditional Chinese is very pretty to look at, but it is very hard to write. I don't like to know the history of words. It's confusing sometimes. I like to know the history of words. I really like studying the insides of the words. Like, why would ge have the person radical on the left side and like gu on the inside surrounded by a box? No idea. Never studied this word in that much detail. But some of the other things like mun, right? It's literally a word describing people, so that makes sense why it would have like the people symbol in it. I heard my laughter. What do you mean you heard your laughter, Mari? Also, welcome, Mari. Welcome back to the second stream of today. 有时候他们写毛笔字的时候会用繁体字，因为看起来很美。Okay, so Yilin says sometimes when people write in Chinese calligraphy, they use traditional Chinese because it just looks prettier that way. Yeah. Oh, Mari, do you speak Spanish? Another Spanish speaker in the chat. Hola, ¿cómo estás? It's so nice. So we do the place I grew up in. It's very multicultural. We have Spanish speakers here too. My school taught Spanish, so my school had the option of learning either Spanish, French, Japanese, or we didn't have Mandarin, but I know that our sister school had Mandarin in it. But our school was pretty multicultural. I grew up with like a lot of cultural children, I guess, and also I guess like North American TV has like a lot of Spanish speakers. My area in particular has like a lot of Japanese speakers recently. I'm not 100% sure why a lot of Japanese people are moving into my area, but there's also a lot of Hindi speakers, Punjabi speakers, Fiji speakers too, Vietnamese speakers, Koreans, Filipino, Italian. Not so much Italian anymore. The Italians kind of moved out of my area over the last few years. The Japanese people kind of forced them all out. Don't worry about the individual thing. Don't worry about it. This is just a counter word for things. Like eager. Eager just means person. One person. It's a counting word. You put a number on the left side and you put a noun on the right side, it means one of thing. That's all it means. Oh, 你可以去找看 What is this? Guwen bone writing. What is this? Oh, I understand. The very, very, very traditional Chinese, right? So, if you look at ma, right? Go back to Chinese, ma. 4. And then you go... Dang it, that's not what I wanted! History. You can look at the history of like this, how this word morphed into the word horse. Why is it so small? How this morphed into this. So it used to be literally a drawing of a horse, and then oracle bone style. Okay. I was supposed to copy that whole thing. Let me learn this word actually. Jiaguwen. Jiaguwen. No, or is it Jiaguwen? Jiaguwen, or is it Jiaguwen? I think it's Jiaguwen. Jiaguwen. Jiagu. I don't know. Hold on. Okay, Jiaguwen. Lurking must finish art. Okay, Mari. I only use traditional and know how to write that. Oh, that sounds so bad. I'm still jealous of the beautiful calligraphy. It's so awesome. Oh yeah, speaking of the... So yeah, this is the Chinese history. Like, and then there's one more that they're not showing here, which is the simplified Chinese that I wrote earlier. Which is this one, right? It's literally just a box. So the old horse, I can still write it. It's this, and then a tick, and then four legs. And the new one is just a box, and then the legs got simplified to a line. That's the new one. But even before this traditional Chinese, you have even more traditional, like ancient Chinese writing, which started literally off as a horse, and then a more detailed, or a nicer drawing of a horse, and then a more detailed drawing of a horse, which includes the manes and stuff and legs. Detailed? I don't know. Simplified drawing of horse, and it just keeps going more simplified. And then you kind of see where the 4 dots and why I call them legs. They're the 4 legs of the horse. This is the mane of the horse, like the head, the neck. And then once you get to this realm, you're like, so where did the hair go, and where did the legs go? The legs got simplified to a line, the hair got simplified to a box. It's just kind of like you lose the charm of the horse at that point. It doesn't even, there's no connection left. My entire area is silence. All you hear is a car running over that sign in the middle. What is happening, Nixie? My school is just German, Spanish, Mandarin, Malayu, Tagalog, Indonesian, and Japanese. Wow, that is... Oh, you mean like the different cultures of people. Okay, yeah. Different ethnicities of people. I'll send pictures of my books. Okay, sure, Nixie. Sideways horse to bird character. Oh yeah, bird character is... I did that wrong. Is it supposed to be like this? No. Wait. Oh, I missed this one. I'm pretty sure I write it like this though. Nope. Wait. Oh, sorry. G. Huh. Wait, what is this? I need to look at more like handwritten forms of it. Yeah, you're supposed to write like that. Oh, okay. Okay. It's supposed to be hooked. I just wrote it wrong. I just did it wrong. Oh, I also missed a dot. What is the brush order for this? I actually don't know. Okay, dot, hook, long line, and then... Oh, there is no dot. What is the one with the dot in the middle? Wait. Wait. Oh, this is something. This is something different. Yeah, it's bird. What's the one with the dot in the middle? What is this one? Meow. Oh, it's meow. What is this one? It literally doesn't have a meaning. Oh, you too many books sometimes. In my school, only teach English, and you can find a lot of languages only if you go to the luxury part of my country. Rest are like, hola, mijo como estas? See you. Anyways, we're still stuck on this question. We finished one lesson so far in like an hour and a half. 家は石でできている。Oops. My house is made of stone. I don't know if this person's talking about their house. The house. Yeah, I think they're just talking about houses in general. I don't think people nowadays live in stone houses, really. At least not in like the developed world. Write this in Japanese. Ooh, it's a hard exercise. No problem for me. Easy. The trees are wet from the rain. Oh. Tree is ki, rain is ame, wet is nureru. Ki wa ame de nurete imasu. I think ki wa ame de nurete imasu. I think that's right. Oh, ki wa ame de nurete imasu. Nurete iru. Oh, okay. I just wrote the mas form. They wrote the ru form, which is the more generic form. Mas is like polite form. Ru is like you're not really talking. It's like a very generic form. You're not really talking it, I guess. Look at that view. Ooh. 景色を見て we had literally had that earlier. 景色を見て exclamation mark. あの景色 oh my goodness, who cares? あの or not あの景色を見て There we are. Clap. So fun fact, I actually do volunteer as like a Japanese English translator for a Discord server, Discord fan server. I mean, a fan server. Let's see, Sora. You know Tokino Sora, right? The VTuber from Hololive, the first VTuber in Hololive. There's a fan server for her, an English fan server, and I do English Japanese translations there for like fan mail and stuff. I don't do it too much anymore, but it happens once in a while. They ask me to help out and stuff, but I used to do it more. Oh, I need ready for a progress quiz. I don't know about that. Wow, there's a lot. I want to get down there someday, but not today. Not the rate that I'm going. It's gonna take forever. Hayashi. Wait, what? Really? I thought it would be more similar to like... I'm still typing in Japanese, but whatever. Hayashi. I thought it would be more similar to the Chinese word. Lin. Why is it Hayashi? And then the other one is Mori, which is... I don't actually know. Shulam. Shulam is forest. Mori. How do you pronounce this one in Chinese? sen. Huh. I don't know. I hardly use these words. Shulin, I use a lot. There's a lot of shulin in my area. Shulin is forest, or like just small forest. It's not like a big forest. Big forest has 3 trees. A medium-sized forest has 2 trees. And a tree just has 1 tree. Hayashi. Hayashi? I didn't know this was called Hayashi. How about this? Lindo. Lingyo. Forestry. See, this is where they use lin, right? Hayashi. But if it's just by itself, they say Hayashi. Norin. Zoki Bayashi. Zoki Bayashi. Grove of miscellaneous trees. Huh. Hayashi. Kai. Kai is deep. Hayashi is this one. This is Mori. This is Ki. I don't know what this is. I don't even know if this is a real word. Sometimes Duolingo just stores like fictional words because I've never seen this before. Kuchi wa kawaiteiru. Kuchi wa kawaiteiru is a very common phrase. This is I am thirsty. Kuchi wa kawaiteiru. Kawaiteiru is dry. Kuchi is mouth. So like when you say you're thirsty in Japanese, you're just literally saying your mouth is dry. Which I think you say. I think we should all take a sip of water right now. My mouth was dry. Kuchi wa kawaiteiru. Yeah. My mouth. Oops, still typing in Japanese. Oops. My mouth is dry. I think I'm thirsty would work here too. Let's look at the discussion. That's another thing about Jisho is like there are a lot of people here who discuss every single question. Kawaku. Kawaii. I feel like I should mention this sentence. He's using the continuative form of verb kawaku so that kawaii is not adjective. Kawaku. How is it different from this? To be thirsty. To feel thirsty. Is it a way of saying I'm thirsty? I've never heard this particular sentence used to mean I'm thirsty, but I suppose it's one way. I've seen translations of this sentence to I'm thirsty. There is no other way to say I'm thirsty in Japanese other than this way. At least I don't think so. Nodo ga kawaiteiru, which is throat is dry. It's the same thing. Mouth is dry, throat is dry. In my experience, it's much more common to say Nodo ga kawakimashita to mean I'm thirsty. I think it's the same thing, to be honest. Nodo ga kawakimashita. Nodo ga kawaimashita. Nodo ga kawai. There's other kanji specific to that phrase. Oh, maybe Nodo ga kawaita. Mouth is dry as in what are your symptoms? My mouth is dry. Oh. So this is a sentence that sounds exactly like I'm thirsty, but it's a sentence that means more medically my mouth is dry than I am thirsty. Okay, interesting. Plus, let me look up this kawaku. The chat seems to say there's 2 different forms of kawaku. So this one means to become dry, but if you write it in a different way, it means to become thirsty. Okay. I didn't know there are 2 kanjis for like to be dry and thirsty. That is something I should probably take note of. So let me copy this into my Japanese learning notepad. I keep a list of kanji that give me trouble in this notepad. Kawaku versus kawaku. And then I'm gonna write underneath it. Nodo ga kawaku underneath. And kuchi ga kawaku underneath it as well. And then beside it, I'm gonna write the translation. I'm thirsty. And then beside the other one is my mouth is dry. And bracket medically dry. All right, that's good. That's an interesting. Hayashi o arukimashita. Arukimashita. Aruki is to walk. Mashita is past tense of to walk, so I walked. Hayashi is forest or grove. The wood. Sure, the wood. I walked through the woods, I think is what this person is saying. Hayashi o arukimashita. Arukimashita. Hayashi o arukimashita. O arukimashita. Hayashi o blah 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 blah. Arukimashita. Arukimashita. Hayashi o arukimashita. Hayashi o arukimashita. Hayashi o arukimashita. Hayashi o arukimashita. How does this person say it? Hayashi o arukimashita. Hayashi o aruki o. See, this o and a is very difficult to chain together. You have to like chain it together, but also make it seem pretty like enunciated, I think. Hayashi o arukimashita. You don't want it to blend together. Hayashi o arukimashita. Hayashi o arukimashita. Hayashi o arukimashita. Hayashi o arukimashita. Mori is this one. Oh, this is actually a real word. I don't know it. Asai is probably asai. Kawaki. Hayashi. Hayashi is this one. Ukai is this one. It means deep. Asai. What's asai? Shallow or superficial. Light wound. Light. Oh, light wound. Asai. I see. Asai. 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 Sure. Mizumi wa sugoku fukai yo. Mizumi wa sugoku fukai yo. Mizumi wa sugoku fukai yo. Mizumi is lake. Sugoku is very. Fukai is deep. So lake is very deep. The lake is very deep. The depth. Asai hito. Kay, hey, welcome. I know how to read your name now, Kay. Welcome back. Asai hito. Is that actually a phrase? Can you say shallow people in Japanese like that? Is it possible? Let me just look it up. I don't know if it's actually possible. I've never seen... どうしてあの人の話はあんなに浅いのか。笑いのツボが浅い人。心理とは笑いのツボが死亡ツボ This is ツボ right? I don't understand what this means. Tsubo. And then F7. Tsubo. Warai no tsubo. What's warai no tsubo? Wait, Duolingo have comment section while I know a new thing. Yeah, Duolingo has a comment section if you're confused about something or if you want to look at the discussions, you can click on the discuss button down here to open a page to look at what other people say about it. It's very, very good. There's a lot of people on the Japanese version of Duolingo, so there's always something there. Warai no tsubo wa nan desu ka? This is shinri, right? Shinri. Some lay, oh, state psychology, shinri. Okay. Asai hito. Warai no tsubo. What is tsubo? Well, I know it's cup, but is there tsubo ni iru, hairu. Tsubo kurarin. Tsubo kurarin. What is that? To be mad about, to be hooked on. Tsubo o, no, tsubo o osaeru. Oh, this O is for this. Tsubo o osaeru. Tsuboru, to hit the bullseye. Oh, is that what this is? Tsuboga. No, this is the noun, I think. It's not a verb. Tsubo ni hamaru. Tsuboru gu. Tsubo kabi mo. Tsubokosa. Tsubo. Key point. Maybe it means key point. Other forms. See, there it is. Outdated, obsolete kana. Irregular kanji usage. Oh, people don't actually use this kanji that often. People use the katakana more. Key points. So if I think warai no tsubo, funny reasons, funny points of shallow people's psychology, I think is what why is that person's conversation topics that shallow? 考えの浅い人と深い人。深い is deep people, okay. 浅い人は深い人の反対ですね。These are opposites. Deep people versus shallow people. 反対側 Oh. 反対語 反対語 Antonym. Wait, how do you say antonym in Chinese? Antonym. 反义词 反义词 What is this 义? This is not the 义 for 意思 for righteousness. 反 is opposite, righteous. 词 is word. Opposite righteous word? I guess. Oh. 反义 is probably opposite righteous, which means opposites. The opposite of righteous, which is 反 is opposite. 义 is righteous. So the false words, that's why it is 反义. I see. That's probably why. この池は泳ぐには浅すぎます。Oh, I didn't know you could use it like that. 浅すぎます。泳ぐには浅すぎます。泳ぐのは浅すぎます。 池は泳ぐには浅すぎます。この池この池は泳ぐには浅すぎます。この池は泳ぐのこの池は泳ぐにはこの池は泳ぐにはこの池は泳ぐには浅すぎます。この池泳ぐには浅すぎます。この池は泳ぐには浅すぎます。この池は泳ぐには浅すぎます。この池は泳ぐには浅すぎます。この池は泳ぐには浅すぎます。This is so hard. I can't get this. この池は泳ぐには浅すぎます。この池は泳ぐには浅すぎます。この池は泳ぐには浅すぎます。この池は泳ぐには浅すぎます。この池は泳ぐには浅すぎます。この is this. 池 is lake. 泳ぐ is swim. 浅すぎます is 浅い is a shallow. すぎます is too shallow. This lake is too shallow to swim in. Oh, pond. Oh, what's lake? What is lake? I swear I really don't know that. That's a very useful tool. Which tool? The Jisho? Oh shit, I just accidentally closed Duolingo. I hope I can get back to it. No, I'm back at the beginning. Oh well. Actually, anyways, let me look at Ike. Pond. What is lake? Ah, Mizumi. Of course. How did I forget? Kosui. I didn't know this was always also lake. I thought this would be like lake water, like water specifically from the lake. Mizumi. Dang it. Let me rush through this. Kai. Hayashi. My mouth is dry. I walked through the woods. Fukai. Kawaki. Asai. Hayashi. Mori. Oh. The lake is very deep. Ah, there we are. We're back where we are. この池は泳ぐには浅すぎます。So this lake is too deep to swim in is what I missed. What? Oh shoot! I got it wrong. Too shallow to swim in. Anyways, at least I made a mistake at the same question. この川は浅いです。ここの川は浅いです。ここの川はこの川はThis word is river right here, which is kawa. followed by wa, so it's 川はここの川は浅いです。ここの川は浅いです。この川は浅いです。川は浅いです。川は浅いです。川は浅いです。ここの川は浅いです。ここの川は浅いです。This river is shallow over here. The river is shallow. Here is shallow. Wow. The river here is shallow. Do I even know how to English? The river here is shallow. I should have written that. The river is shallow over here. I mean, both of them do work, I think. Or am I just tripping? Am I just tripping? 水は浅かったですか？水は浅かったですか？浅かったですか？水は浅かったですか？浅かった is the past tense form of shallow. ですか means they're asking a question. 水 is water. So was the water too shallow? Dang it. I shouldn't have put two. I mean, in English, colloquially, it would be exactly the same. Was the water shallow? Was the water too shallow? You're asking the same thing. But in Japanese, it would have been 水は浅かったすぎますか or ましたかすぎか浅かったすぎHow would you 浅すぎかったか浅すぎかったか I think it would be the Japanese way. 水は浅すぎかったか I think would be the Japanese way of extending it with two. Why? What? 水はあまり深くなかった。水はあまり深くなかった。あんまり深くなかった。水はあまり深くなかった。水はあまり深くなかった。水はあまり深くなかった。深くなかった。水はあまり深くなかった。The water was not that deep. あんまり is saying it's okay. It's like not too much, but it's not too little. There we are. Was not very deep. I'm glad it marked me right. Hoshi is star. Kawaki is to dry. Fukai is deep. Asai is shallow. Hayashi is forest or grove. Woods, the woods. Medium-sized woods. 今日は空気が乾いている。今日は空気が乾いている。今日は空気が乾いている。今日は空気が乾いている。今日 is today. 今天今日 I guess, but in Chinese it would be 今天 today. 空気 is air. 空氣 right? 乾いている is dry. Present tense. The air is dry today, I think is what it translates to. Yeah. 林の中にいろいろな動物がいる。動物がいる。林の中にいろいろな動物。Is it 動物 or 動物 I looked this up earlier. 動物 林の中にいろいろな動物がいる。動物がいる。動物がいる。いろいろな動物がいる。いろいろな動物がいる。いろいろな動物がいる。林の中にいろいろな動物がいる。林の中にいろいろな動物がいる。Okay. I think that's okay. 林の中にいろいろな動物がいる。How does this person say it? 動物 It's pretty flat. I don't know. This computer says it's pretty flat. In the earlier Japanese lessons, they're starting to like retroactively redo all these, like they're replacing the robots with like actual people saying these lines, so it's a lot better in like lesson 1 in Duolingo than this one, which is like lesson who knows where. But they're going in and retroactively like re-recording a lot of these things so that it sounds more natural. 森の中、not 森、林の中 inside the forest. 中 is inside. いろいろ is many types. 動物 is animal. がいる exists. Many animals, if I could spell it, live inside the forest. Various animals live in the... dang it, it's woods. There are various animals in the wood. Okay. There are various animals in the wood. ここの川は深いですよ。ここの川は深いですよ。この川は深いですよ。ここの川は深いですよ。How did the river here is shallow, I think is what it wanted me to do. Dang it, it's the other one. I can't believe I got mixed up between Fukai and Asai. Oh my goodness. Gotta like it when they make the sentence more formal. The river here is deep. Dang it. Ah, 私たちは一緒に林の中に入りました。林の中に入りました。一緒に林の中に入りました。私たちは一緒に林の中に入りました。一緒に林の中に入りました。私たちは一緒に林の中に入りました。私たちは一緒に林の中に入りました。私たちは一緒に林の中に入りました。私たちは一緒に林の中に入りました。I think that should be okay. 私たち is I, 私たち is we. So when you want to say we, you just add tachi to the end of like your subject that you're talking about. Or like if you want to talk about a group of people, you just add tachi to like the end of the subject that you're talking about. What ishoni is together. Ishoni is together. Hayashi is woods, not forest. Naka inside. Harimashita is to enter. So we learned that in Wanikani last week. Harimashita. And mashita is past tense. So we went into the woods together is what this stands for. 私のシャツはまだ乾いていない。私のシャツはまだ乾いていない。私のシャツはまだ乾いていない。私のシャツ。So シャツ is shirt. But if you say 私の shirt, it's gonna be very, very obvious that you're a native English speaker. So you have to like give some leeway and pronounce the English word in a Japanese way as much as possible so that you don't break your cover, right? 私のシャツはまだ乾いていない。まだ is not yet. 私 is I. 私のシャツ is my shirt. まだ乾いていない。ない is not yet. Is not either. So the whole sentence is negative. My shirt is not dry yet. It's what it means. It's still not. この池は泳ぐには浅すぎます。This pond is too shallow to swim in. There are. The river here is shallow, not deep. 水は浅かったですか? What did it want me to type here? Was the water shallow? I think I typed too shallow. Yeah, and then it marked me wrong. Oh, there are various animals in the woods. The river here is deep, not shallow. There we are. Perfect. I wonder if we can get through nature. There's like 2 more lessons. Or 3 more lessons? Is it 5, 6, and then 7? 5 out of 7. No, I think I need to do... Next is lesson 6. What is fire? Heat. Hikari, taiyo. Hikari. 動物は火が怖い。怖い is to be scared. So 動物 is animal. 動物は火が怖い。動物は火が怖い。So animals are afraid of fire? Yeah, scared of fire. 動物は火が怖い。火が怖い。動物は火が怖い。昨日波が高かったです。Now the reason why I can say 高かったです is because I practiced it in the past because it was hard. 高かったです。波が高かったです。波が高かったです。I don't remember why I was practicing. Takaku. Oh, when I was thinking king, it was Takaku or something like that. It was in the lyrics, and it was hard, so that's why I practiced a bunch. 高かったです。波が高かったです。昨日 is yesterday, comma. 波 is wave. 高かったです is high or really high or something like that. The waves were high. The waves were high yesterday. Same thing. 富士山は日本で一番高い山です。富士山はis it 富士山 or 富士山？富士山？富士山。富士山。富士山。Okay, it's 富士山。富士山は日本で一番高い山です。日本で一番高い山は何ですか？日本で一番高い山は富士山です。富士山は日本で一番高い山です。Okay. 山さん、Mount Yama is Japan's tallest mountain. Hello? Mount Fuji is the tallest mountain in Japan. This is literally the same sentence. My answer should be accepted. Hama Hama is this one. Yokohama. I remember now. That's what I was typing. Yo. Huh? That's not the word I was typing. Hold on. Huh? Oh, am I typing wrong? Is it 목집인? Oh, it is 목집인. Wow, that was ugly. Is it like this? No, that doesn't look right. It is literally two different ones, I think. Yokohama. That's why I was learning. Hama, Mori, Hoshi. Nami is this one. Fuji. Fuji, not Fuji. 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 Nami. This is kare. This is fuku. This is ishi. Fuku? Yama? Oh, this is fu for Fuji. Match the pairs. Kusa. Fuji. Fuji, not Fuji. Fuji. Fukai. Ori. Nami. Akarui. Akarui. Hikari. Akarui hikari o mita. Akarui. Akarui hikari o mita. Akarui hikari o mita. Akarui hikari o mita. Akarui hikari o mita. I saw a bright light. Akarui is bright. Hikari is light. Mita is the past tense of to see, so I saw. Yeah. 大きな波を見ましたか? 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 大きな is big. Nami is wave. 見ましたか is past tense. Is the formal version of past tense of to see. So it's I saw. Or no, this person's asking a question to me. Did you see big wave? The big wave. Yeah, it's didn't specify what number of waves. Hikari wa oto yori hayaku susumimasu. 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 Hayaku susumimasu. Hikari wa oto yori hayaku susumimasu. Hikari is light. Oto is sound. Yori is interesting. Yori means more than. But this yori is actually referring to the first thing is more than the second thing. So hikari wa otoyori is saying that the light is more than sound. And what is more? Hayaku susumimasu. Hayaku means fast. Susumimasu means to proceed. So light travels faster than sound is what this means. Travels faster than sound. There we are. We're learning some physics here. Kyo wa nami. I think it's nami. Nami as lohai. Lohai namida. Namiki. What is this? Roadside tree. Nami. Kyou wa nami ga hikui desu. Yo. Kyou wa nami ga hikui desu 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 yo. Kyou is today. Nami is wave. Hikui is low. The waves are low today. There we are. Fujisan no mita koto ga nai. You know, Chris Broad from abroad in Japan hadn't seen Mount Fuji for like the 7 years that he lived in Japan. Every time he went to go look, it was cloudy. Meanwhile, his friends were all taking pictures of like clear skies of Mount Fuji. And then he finally, I think last year, finally got to see Mount Fuji from like the typical, the like while driving through like somewhere else in his like abroad, his journey across Japan or something. I don't remember. Yeah, Fujisan wa mita koto ga nai. So you can live in Japan and not ever spot Fujisan apparently. Fujisan wa mita koto ga nai. I have never seen Mount Fuji. I'm just gonna type out the entire word Mount because I don't think Duolingo likes it when I abbreviate Mount. Wanikani doesn't seem to care though. Fujisan o mita koto ga nai. Mita koto means the act of seeing. Ga nai means has not happened. So I've never seen Mount Fuji. The act of me seeing Mount Fuji has never happened is what this transliterates to. Wow. 太陽の光が私の部屋を What is this word? I've never seen this word before. 暖かくしました. I have not seen the word, but I have heard of the word. 暖かく means to warm up. しました。しました。しました。暖かくしました。What? 暖かく No, 暖かくしました。暖かくしました。暖かくしました。暖かくしました。暖かくしました。暖かくしました。暖かくしました。暖かくしました。暖かくしました。Oh jeez, that's a hard word. 暖かくしました。部屋を暖かくまし部屋を暖かくしました。部屋を暖かくしました。部屋を暖かくしました。暖かくしました。部屋を暖かくしました。部屋を暖かくしました。I'm so tired of saying this. 部屋を暖かくしました。You're winning, son. I am sort of winning, Nabil Ahmed. Welcome. I am struggling with this sentence. 暖かくしました。部屋を暖かくしました。私の部屋を暖かくしました。私の部屋を暖かくしました。私の部屋を 私の部屋を暖かくしました。私の部屋を暖かくしました。私の部屋を暖かくしました。Too much tea, too awake. Wow, let's see. Hopefully you don't stay awake for too long tonight. The struggle is real. With this word, it is indeed. 私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光が私の部屋。太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光が太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光を私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光を私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光がI should think of this as one word. 太陽の光 sunlight. The light from the sun. Sunlight. It's one word. 太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光が私の部屋 should be my room. It's one word. 私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。I think I'm getting there. I think I'm getting closer. 太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。嘅陽光將我個房熱。I don't know. I'm thinking of the Chinese way, but the Chinese way is like whenever 我因為個陽光，我個房好熱。因為 the 陽光，我的房很熱。因為陽光，因為個陽光，我個房好熱。因為的陽光，我的房很熱。因為的陽光，我的房很熱。I think it's how you would say it in Chinese. 太陽の光は私の部屋。太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。It is not that complicated in Chinese. It is much more complicated in Japanese. 太陽の光が私の部屋が暖かくしました。When I close my eyes, it's so much easier to say because in my head, I picture phrase by phrase exactly what should come out of my mouth. 太陽の光 I literally picture sunbeams. 私の部屋 I literally picture sunbeams coming into my room through the window. 暖かくしました I think of my room warming up. 太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。But when I open my eyes, I start reading the sentence on the screen and it makes much less sense. It makes it harder to read. 太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。 maybe if I just practice this enough times, I should be able to like say the sentence without closing my eyes. 太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。Okay, that's with my eyes closed though. If I open my eyes and read it, 太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。I think I've gotten it. 太陽の光は私の部屋を暖かくしました。Or maybe I just practiced the sentence enough that I just memorized it. 太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。Let's leave that there. I'm going to copy the sentence into my Japanese learning notebook so that I can come back to it later. Oof. Wow. Okay, that copy pasta was not good. I can fix this. It literally copied each word into a single line. Every enter key, please convert it into a not. Replace. Okay, this is working. So with Notepad++, you can actually specify every new line with a /n for new line. So every time you press an enter key, and then I replaced it with a blank, so nothing. And it actually worked. It turned all the enter key, all the new lines into like just one sentence. 太陽の光が私の部屋を暖かくしました。I think that's as far as I'm gonna get today. The sunlight warmed up my room. The sun's light warmed up my room. No one ever says sun's light, I think. Weird. 富士山に登ってみたいです。富士山に登ってみたいです。富士山に登ってみたいです。Fuji-san, you know, is Mount Fuji. Nobotte is to climb. And mitai here is different than the usual mitai with the kanji because indeed mitai means to see, but in this case, it's not to see with your eyes. It's to say, I want to try. Like, I want to try seeing myself do certain action. So when you have a verb, nobotte, to climb, paired up to see, I want to see myself try to climb Mount Fuji is what this kind of phrasing is. But overall, it means I want to try climbing Mount Fuji. I want to try climbing Mount Fuji. But this verb mitai is a common phrase used in Japanese to indicate I want to try something. Yeah. Tabako no hi o keshita. This is not a phrase I would ever use. I put out my cigarettes. Tabako is tobacco, but Japanese use the word tobacco to mean cigarettes. Hi is fire. Keshita is put out, to like extinguished. Extinguished, I think, is the more proper word. Put out, yeah, extinguished. Tabako no hi o keshita. I put out my cigarette. Yeah. Wow, this is also a phrase I would never use. Hi o kashite itadakemasen ka? Especially not like that. Itadake is to receive. To ask, very, very polite to receive. And then masenka is could you, right? Could you do me the utmost honor of receiving your light? Kashite is to borrow, the receiving end of borrow. Or kasu is also borrow, to lend. You could use it mean to lend or borrow. He is fire, but in this case, the way this person's asking it, they're actually asking for a lighter to light their cigarette. So that's why it's not a phrase I would ever use, because I don't smoke. Hi o kashite itadakemasen ka? It's like you're going to a stranger up on the street and just going very politely, hey, could I get a light? The light of my cigarette, basically. Could you lend me a lighter is what it means. Oh, I got this wrong earlier for some reason. Because I typed Mount Fuji is Japan's tallest mountain, but it wants Japan, Mount Fuji is the tallest mountain in Japan is what it wants. But I typed Mount Fuji is the tallest. Mount Fuji is Japan's tallest mountain, which is exactly the same. All right. I think this is the last lesson I'm going to do today. Once we clear this, we can we finally unlock some new ones down here. Ecology, I'm excited about because, you know, I major in biology, right? I have a Bachelor of Science in Biology, so I'm excited about ecology. Ecology was my worst, out of all the biological sciences, ecology is probably one of my weakest subjects. In ecology class, they had us go out into the field and literally hold a book and a leaf in a book in one hand and a leaf in the other hand, and then flip through the book and try to identify exactly what species of tree this leaf would come from. And I wasn't a big fan of that, but that is exactly what ecologists tend to do in the field, especially if you work in the field. You will do this technique called surveying, where you would take a piece of string, mark out a 1 meter by 1 meter square, and then literally count how many plants are in that square, and then multiply it by the square kilometers of the forest to estimate how many individual plants exist in this forest. And that was the most boring work I ever did. Yeah, I don't understand how ecologists do that. It is so boring. And then the other thing about ecology is doing trees. What are they called? Phylogenetic trees. Phylogenetic trees. I don't know if you know what those are. You've definitely seen it. Phylogenetic trees. You've definitely seen these kind of trees before, where you trace out a species and its evolutionary history, right? This is more complicated. I don't know what tree is this one. Sugar transporters and Fabitae featuring. Oh my goodness. This isn't even. What the heck is a. Oh my goodness, I'm at pmc.org. PMC.org is one of the websites that log different scientific journals, so scientific research papers. Sugar transporters and Fabitae, which I don't even know what the heck this is. What is a Fabitae? Search Google for Fabitae. So of this plant, sugar transport, not this plant only, but specifically the sugar transporter protein in this plant, the evolution of this sugar protein in this plant, and then you get the circle. It is a sugar oh, this is a very pretty circle. Look at all these spikes. Very pretty circle. But imagine that. This is just the sugar transporter. Look, you can see all the genes here. STP7, STP14, STP3, they're all versions of the same gene. STP5, STP4, PLT1. Oh my goodness. Anyways, that's crazy. This is what you had to do. You had to build these trees and try to kind of figure out the evolutionary history of certain plants, and stuff. You just build these things. This is so dumb. I didn't like studying. Anyways, let's get into the next lesson before I geek out about biology too much. What is this? Yureru means to sway, Okay, Texopian, and then samdim, and then something on the bottom. Okay, I'll try to remember this. Suri means to fish. Yure is this one. No, this one. This one's Tsuri, Yure. Shima is island. No, this is Tori. Sorry, this is bird. This is Yoko. Yoko means to the side. It's also Yoko and Yokohama, the city. 大きな魚を釣りました。Oh, this is an easy, simple sentence. I caught a big fish. Yeah. Oh, look at the bear. So happy. Oh, never mind. Not happy anymore. So, 釣りました means to like catch a fish. 大きな is 大き is big. 魚 is fish. I caught a big fish. What the heck? 弟は面白い石を見つけた。弟は面白い石を見つけた。弟は面白い石を見つけた。弟は面白い石を見つけた。弟は面白い石を見つけた。弟は面白い石を見つけた。弟 is little brother. 面白い石 means 面白い means interesting. 石 is rock. 見つけた is the how do you explain the tense of that? 見つけた means it's a past tense of found. It's not to see. 見つけ is found or discovered. Yeah. My little brother found an interesting rock. There we are. 釣り is this one. 揺れ木深い両親を見つけました。Whoa, okay. 両親 is parents. Both my parents. 两ちゃん見つけました is again discovered, found. I found my parents. I don't know why. Were you an orphan? Did you get lost? You found your parents. 魚を3匹釣れた I think 釣った釣った So past tense of 釣り is 釣った魚を3匹を釣った3匹釣った魚を3匹釣った3匹 Piki is or hiki is the counter word for animal. So the counter word for humans is nin, and then the counter word for animals is hiki. But when it's paired with san hiki is very difficult to say. So they convert the h hiki into biki. So san biki. This is just like one of the exceptions in this different readings for Japanese. 魚を3匹釣った So this is past tense of to fish. 3 fishes. I caught 3 fish is what it means. 富士 what is this? 景色釣り揺れ光枝が揺れていました枝 is branch 揺れていました、the branch was swaying ました past tense the branch was swaying 猫は頭のいい生き物だNeko is cat. Atama no ii is a phrase in Japanese, means head is good. It literally means head is good. So when your head is good, it means you're smart. This is how you say smart in Japanese. Atama no ii or atama ga ii. And then ikimono is a living being, like living creature. So This sentence is saying cats are clever creatures. Or cats are smart creatures, smart animals. Cats are smart animals. Intelligent creatures. Oh, sure. Cats are smart. I beg to differ. Sometimes they're pretty dumb. But I guess they're probably smarter than dogs. 猫は頭のいい生き物だ。Kawaki. What is kawaki again? Oh. Kawaku is dry. This is tsuri. Fukai means deep. Yure means to sway. Shima is island. Higa yurete imasu. That is exactly what the trees were doing outside the last few days. Not today. Today was okay. But the last few days, the trees outside were swaying left and right due to high winds and heavy rains. Kiga yurete imasu. The tree was swaying. Are swaying. Oh, sorry. Mashita would have been was. They're still swaying right now. Is yurete imasu. 川で魚を釣りましたか？川で魚を釣りましたか？川で魚を釣りましたか？川で魚を釣りましたか？川で魚を釣りましたか？川で魚を釣りましたか？川 is river. De is at. Sakana is fish. 釣りましたか？釣り is to catch or to fish. Mashita ka. Mashita is past tense. Ka is question. So this person's asking, did you catch any fish at the river? Question mark. Hato wa omoshiroi ikimono desu. Ooh, this is an interesting one. I don't understand why Japanese call these birds hato, but you guys may, like, if you're initiated to like the anime community, you may have heard of a game called Hatoful Boyfriend, where you get to date a bunch of pigeons. Hato literally means pigeon, but that game made like a pun of hatoful, as in like lots of love. Because hato, if you type like this, it means heart. But if you get rid of this line, it means pigeon. So hatoful boyfriend means it was supposed to be heartful boyfriend, and then they removed the line and became pigeon boyfriend. There's a game called Pigeon Boyfriend where you date pigeon. Anyways, hato wa omoshiroi ikimono desu. Omoshiroi is interesting, or yeah, interesting, and then ikimono is creature. So pigeons, oops, I'm still typing Japanese. Pigeons are interesting creatures. You know that game? Yeah. It was really famous a few years ago when it came out, because who creates a dating game? Well, dating games are pretty common in Japan or in Japanese cultures, stuff like that. But to convert all the attractive characters in the game into pigeons was a very bold move that got a lot of attention for the game, and I think it was a very smart move for the game. Is there a horse game? That is weird. Is it the same company? I can't imagine any other. I'm pretty sure it's the same company. Horse boyfriend? What the? I did not touch the pigeon game. I would not touch a horse game. I would not date animals in general. I think that's. Ha ga kaze ni yurete ita. Nurete? No, this is yureru. Yeah, yurete imasu. Swaying in the wind. or fluttering in the wind. Okay. I guess in this case it's more like fluttering. 葉が風に揺れています。揺れていた。Oops, I dropped my pen. 葉が風に揺れていた。葉が風に揺れていた。葉 is leaf, 風 is wind. 葉が風に揺れていた is the leaves were, because it's ていた. The sentence ends with ta, so it's a past tense. Fluttering in the wind. Oh, okay. 言葉は生き物だ。言葉 means words. 生き物 again is living. So this person is saying words are living creatures. Words are living creatures, which I mean in a literature sense, sure, yeah. Language is a living thing. Oh. What do I know? Language is a living thing, apparently. 言葉は生き物だ。木が揺れています。I just got the tense wrong here earlier. The trees are swaying. Present tense. Language is a living thing. 言葉は生き物だ。Yo, this person dancing. Jamming. Oh yay! I finished that thing. Whew. Unlock the next lesson, but I think I'll take a break. Pretty tired from learning today. 太陽の光は私の部屋を暖かくしました。暖かく。Damn it, I think I got it wrong. 太陽の光は私の部屋を暖かくしました。喉が渇く、口が渇く。Okay. 横浜。Do I still remember how to write 横浜? Xu, and then a Wang. I don't know why Xu and Wang equals to the side. So this one is wood or tree. And then this is yellow. And then that equals to the side. And then Hama is 三點水, and then 一撇一直一橫一直, and then 一橫兩. Yokohama. Shi. Oh, I might as well write that too. This is the word for city. What's the other word for city? Machi? Machi, how do you write machi? That is Buddha's village. Oh. Machi. Oh, I remember now. Machi is... Yeah. Alright, that's good enough for that. Alright, let me go over my last announcement and then we'll break off for today. So, for all you new guys, if you didn't notice, above my head at the top of the screen, it's scrolling. I have a Discord server. If you guys haven't joined my Discord yet, that's where I hang out most of the time. And you may find me screen sharing Minecraft or like Genshin there from time to time. You can also, I'm looking for more spooky games to play. So if you guys want to do that, you can go to my Discord channel to suggest into the game suggestions channel and suggest some spooky games for me to play in October. I'm still trying to decide on what game I should play on Wednesday. But I'm thinking about playing a fairly spooky game that I'm a little bit uncomfortable with, so that you can get some screams out of me. So that's on Wednesday. On Friday, I'm gonna go back to... No, I'm not gonna do Genshin this Friday. This Friday, I'm gonna be doing a Phasmo collab with Genpai. And who else is gonna be there? I'm gonna have... Hold on, I'm just organizing my notes here because it's kind of still stuck on last week's stuff. So on Friday, I'm gonna do Phasmophobia collab with Genpai, Kuma Bear, Yunjie, and one other person who I don't know the name of. It's not someone I've met before. One of Genpai's friends. Where the 5 of us are gonna play Phasmo. Now you're gonna ask me, how are 5 people gonna play Phasmo? It's because Yunjie and Genpai are both crybabies, so they're gonna take turns playing Phasmo instead of, but you know, the rest of us are gonna play Phasmo for the whole time. I've seen clips of Phasmo and people playing Phasmo. It doesn't seem that scary to me. It just seems more like a puzzle game. The only scary part is the jump scare part where the ghost eats you if you get caught, but that's about it. It's not that bad, I think. So that's this Friday. No Genshin. We're gonna do Phasmo. And then next Sunday will probably be not Duolingo, but back to my Wanikani stream. And last but not least, tomorrow, I'm not gonna be streaming, but you can catch me on Scarlet's stream, where we're gonna be playing D&D. So I'm gonna link Scarlet's channel here in the chat here. And I'm gonna be linking, if you are confused after watching that tomorrow and you want to catch up, you can go to our YouTube channel and catch all the episodes. We have all the episodes up to episode 8 uploaded there now, but tomorrow's going to be episode 11, I believe. 11 or 12, I can't remember. But it's been several months since we started, which is amazing. So you can watch our Gilded Blood YouTube playlist there. And not only that, but also there is a contest run. So our DM Magus has graciously organized this contest for us. It's a giveaway contest. Literally hundreds of dollars worth of prizes ending on October 25th. There are a lot of you who signed up already, but if you haven't signed up, it's totally free. All you have to do is follow us on Twitter and subscribe to me on YouTube, or follow the others on Twitch, and you'll get 1 entry each. There have been over 100 different unique participants now, so we've unlocked the next tier. Each winner is going to get a, I think each participant or each winner, I can't remember, is going to get a poster of our Gilded Blood campaign, a physical poster. And if we hit the grand prize tier, the grand prize winner will win a chance to work with our DM in an official Gilded Blood. I don't know what he's doing. He didn't tell me. Either it's... I have a few guesses. I'm going to guess either story, or create a character, or guest in one of our streams, or I don't know. Our DM Magus won't tell me what it is, so all I can do is guess. So October 25th, get your entry in before it's too late. And I think that's it. I think that's all the announcements I have today. If you guys didn't catch my stream earlier today, we played Minecraft, where we decorated our server in Halloween stuff. So if you want to catch that, it's saved on my channel. You can visit my channel to see that, and follow all the new people. Whether you're watching this live or watching this later, if you want to support what I do, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Twitter. Also join me on Discord, where you can find me hanging out all the time. Perhaps too much of the time. And I'm staring at Discord right now and watching the shenanigans that's going on. So if you want to participate in the shenanigans, join Discord. It's also linked in my description below. The contest is also linked in my description below if you missed this later. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go rest. It's been a long day. I've been streaming for like 6 hours total now. And if I don't catch you tomorrow on Scarlett's channel, I'll catch you on Wednesday. Without further ado, what's Naru? Stream from the Starlets, guys. This is your #1 superstar virtual YouTuber, Amachi Naruse. I'm gonna hopefully sleep a little earlier tonight so that I can wake up on time tomorrow for work. Good night. See you guys. Bye-bye.